array with a size of 50 and start storing it and start storing the values. And now the question is, when I'm declaring this array, should I use a one-dimensional array or two-dimensional array? One-dimensional. Why? What you want to store is only total marks achieved by 50 students now. Means for one student, one cell is enough. So one-dimensional. But suppose you want to store the total marks achieved by students in 4 different classes now. You have 4 different classes and every class has 8 students here. Now tell me, in this scenario, you will go with a one-dimensional array or two-dimensional array? Here we don't use a one-dimensional array, we use a two-dimensional array. 4 by 80. 4 rows, 80 columns. Yesterday 4 rows, 5 columns. Same way 4 rows, 80 columns. So before you declare an array, analyze yourself. What is your requirement? Your requirement is to store separate rows, means you want to store different class student marks or one class student marks. One class, single dimensional array will be separate. 4 separate classes, we need to use a two-dimensional array. We require to use a two-dimensional array. One-dimensional will not work. Okay, what is the size of the array? 4 by 80. 4 by 80. But unfortunately, guys, I faced a small problem. What is the problem, you know? In first class, there are 50 students. Second class, there are 60 students. Third class, 80 students are there. Fourth class, 40 students are there. How do I declare this now? How do you declare this? If you want to go with a two-dimensional array, you need to go for 4 by 80 now. Correct? If I use 4 by 80, what is the drawback? First row, 30 cells are left empty. Second row, 20. Third row, 0. Fourth row, 40. 30 plus 20 plus 40, 90. 90 into 4, 360. 360 bytes of space is getting unnecessarily wasted. Am I right? 360 bytes of space is getting unnecessarily wasted. Is the drawback now? Are you clear? To overcome this particular problem here, we are provided with a concept called as zagged arrays. What is it? Zagged arrays. What is zagged arrays? Zagged arrays means zagged arrays are also two-dimensional arrays. Zagged arrays are also two-dimensional, but in a two-dimensional, all the rows will have equal columns. In a two-dimensional, all the rows will have equal column size. First row has 50 columns, second row, third row, fourth row, every row will have 50 columns only now. But when you come to zagged array, every row will have a different column size. First row, 50 columns, second row, 60 columns, third row, 80 columns, fourth row, 40 columns. And we cannot declare this in our C and C++ languages, remember. In C++, we can only declare a two-dimensional array. Compulsory the array should be 4 by 80. But C#, to consume the memory, means to use the memory perfectly, they introduced you zagged arrays. So you don't require to declare. 4 by 80 array now. Rows are 4, but first row, 50 columns, second row, 60 columns, third row, 80 columns, fourth row, 30 columns. You can declare an array like this. What we call it? Zagged array. Okay? So what are we learning? Zagged arrays. Listen. These are also two-dimensional arrays only. But these are also two-dimensional arrays only. But what is the difference? But in case of two-dimensional arrays, all rows will have equal number of columns. All rows will have equal number of columns. Whereas in case of zagged arrays, the column size will vary between rows. I'm not taking a 50, 80 like this here. I'm taking with a smaller size. Observe it. Jagged array. First row has 5. Second row, third row, and fourth row, 4. So 5, 6, 8, and 4 are the column sizes now. Are you clear? Yes or not? This is how the things are going to be maintained in case of a jagged array. Is it clear? Okay, fine. Now, how do we create? How do we declare it? How do we declare it? Okay, see, how do we declare it? I'll tell you. Jagged arrays are also known as array of arrays because here each row is considered as one single dimensional array and multiple single dimensional arrays of different sizes are combined together to form a new array. Read it. Understood? These are multiple single dimensional arrays, different sizes now. All combined together, new array, array of arrays. Understood? So how do we declare it? How do we declare this? Okay, watch it all of you. Careful. What is this? Int. What is this, man? Integer. What is this? Array of integers. Correct? What is this? What is this? Array. Why are you changing your descriptions again here? What is this? What is this? What is this? Array of integer arrays. Are you clear? Array, that only know I said you array of arrays. Are you clear? So if I write like this, it is one integer. If I write like this, array of integers. Okay. This is a integer. What is this? Array of integers. What is this? Array of integer arrays. Array of integer arrays. Did you understand the terminology? Okay, so how do you declare this? Watch it. Int ARR is equals to new int of, tell the number of rows you want. Tell the number of rows you want. Suppose I want 4 rows, but you cannot tell the columns, man. You cannot tell the columns. Listen here. When you are declaring a 2-dimensional array, we put a comma there. The comma indicates it is 2-dimensional. For Jag, you double square brace. Everything should have a different representation. Centration now. Square brace with a comma, 2-dimensional. Double square brace, jagged. Double square brace is jagged. Okay? Well, I'm just doing it. In fact, all of you, this is just no. This is not initialization. But I still remember the slide here contains declaration and initialization. But here only declaration. So initialization, you did not tell the column size there. You're only telling the row size, man. You're not telling the column size. So it's not initialized. This is only declaration. But we collect yesterday, this first line we talked as am I right? But here, guys, I'm only telling it's only declaration, not initialization. Then how to initialize, sir? I'll tell you. How many rows are there? So each row should be initialized, man. Understood? How many rows are there? So each row must be initialized now. You need to initialize the first row, second row, third row, fourth row. Tell me one thing. You have a single dimensional array. You have a single dimensional array. The name is ARR. So ARR of 0 refers to first cell or first column. First column, I have a Jack array. The name is AR. AR of 0 refers to first row. Understand the difference I'm telling you. In a single dimensional array, AR of 0 means first column. In a Jack array, AR of 0 means first row. See the picture. I mentioned to you there. What is that blank base, man? See that? AR of 0, AR of 1, AR of 2, AR of 3. AR of 0 means AR of 1 is second row, AR of 2 is third row, AR of 3 is fourth row. But if it's a single dimensional array, remember last class we discussed AR of 0 is first column, not first row. Understood? Okay. Now see, when I see AR of 0 means is equals to, did you understand this? What am I doing? Initialization of first row. Come on, continue. Oh, okay, leave that. Default values only will come. That's okay. Come on, second row. ARR of 1 is equals to mu int of 6 is the size. Default values, with default values, I'm not right. Come on. Eight. Initialization of third row. Next. Initialization of fourth row. Are you getting me? Understood? Like this, I just going for having all the 4 rows in this particular case now. Are you clear or not? This is how you do. See, basically, when you talked about one-dimensional and two-dimensional yesterday, I said you 3 options. Do you remember? Option 1. This is not possible with jagged arrays. This is not possible with jagged arrays. What is possible? 2 and 3 are possible here. What is 2? That only shown you now. First line is a declaration. 2, 3, 4, 5 are initialization now. This one do again. What? If the set of values is possible, what is not possible? So one dimensional, two dimensional has 3 options, but jagged array has only 2 options. So one is not there. So all of you can check the syntax and the usage carefully now. Which type? Double square brace. Array name is equal to a new type of rows, no columns. Values. But with the default values is not possible. Okay, you read this. Not possible. That is first we need to specify the number of rows and then pointing to each row we need to specify the number of columns to that row as following. This is how you should do. That's what they explain you, and this is how it is going to allocate the memory. Is it clear, all of you? That is the memory allocation now. It's allocating the memory for you for rows and columns. Rows and columns, the memory allocation will be done for you like this. Is that clear, all of you? Understood? Okay, that's what. And guys, look at here. If you come here, if you just look at this particular place now, okay, we'll write a program and see now, we'll see it. What you're doing here, you're declaring, that's all. You're not initializing. You're telling, I want 4 rows. But memory is not allocated. Memory is not allocated. Now you're telling, what is it? For first row, I want 5 columns. And now the memory is allocated. Now the memory is allocated. Second row, memory is allocated. Third row, memory is allocated. Fourth row, memory is allocated. Are you clear or not? See, this is like you went and sat on a table in a restaurant. You went and sat on a table in a restaurant. You sit on the table, your hunger is satisfied. Tell me. No. This is what? You're ordering one by one item now. You ate something. Again. Second thing. Again. Third. Again. Third. So this line is like you went and sat on the seat. Understood? So you're only telling I want 4 rows. The actual memory allocation will be performed when you say the column size, not when you say the row size. That's the difference. Okay, fine. Let's try writing this code, all of you. Now also, I'm not telling you default values are zeros only. I just to show the count is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The default values are 0. How do you refer to each row? Row index. How to refer to each column? Column index. How to refer to each cell? Row and column index. Yesterday, how did you refer to the first cell of a 2-dimensional array? Tell me, ARR of 0, 0. Correct now? What is this? 2 array. The jagged array, now also same only. But the way you write is different. Are you clear? Not comma, just square brace. This represents the rows and this represents the column. But for 2-dimensional, one single square brace only we put the comma, but not the case of jagged array. Okay? Fine. We will write a program and try to understand this one. Using system class jagged demo. Shall we declare a jagged array? Int ARR is equals to new int of 4. What is this? Declaration. Now let us initialize each and every row. Come on, come in. ARR of 0 is equals to new int of 5. New int of 4. Understood? Like this, you are trying to declare the appropriate array. So same process. First row you have 5 columns. Second row you have 6 columns. Third row you have 8 columns, and fourth row you have 4 columns. Okay. So internally the memory is allocated for you like this with all zeros. With all zeros. I want to see this output on the monitor now. How many totally? 5 plus 6, 11, 11 plus 8, 19, 19 plus 4, 23, 23 zeros. Correct? Totally 23 zeros. Okay, print me and show me the output. This is the requirement. Okay? Yes, they remember to print a 2-dimensional array, we use the for each loop. Array with one for each loop, we have access to all the values now. How did you write the code, remember? For each int I in open the mouth here. What are you doing? Are you practicing? I don't see anyone just responding in ARR. Console dot write I plus space. Console dot write. Are you clear? It's the same code we written yesterday for printing the 2-dimensional value, 1-dimensional value, 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional, same code. Now we're trying the same way. And let's see where it executes and prints me the 23 zeros or not. Error came here. There's an error. What error? Cannot convert integer array to integer. What is this? Cannot convert integer array to integer. Where am I converting integer array to integer? This may be the question in our minds now. What is error? Cannot convert integer array to integer. Line number 12, guys. Error is on line number 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, 11, 12. This line is telling you cannot convert the integer array to integer. Did you understand me? I'll tell you why you got this error. Just understand me. Again, morning first I taught you this one. What is the first one? India. Second one? Third one? Now answer this question. If I use a for each loop on this, concentrate there. If I use a for each loop on this, for each loop returns an integer for each. Am I right or wrong? Yesterday I taught you clearly now. Every iteration one integer is returned now. Okay now? Now you answer this question now. For each returns an integer array for. Did you guys understand or not? What is this? When it is an array of integer, every iteration will return an integer now. What is this? Array of arrays now. So each iteration should return an array now. Correct or not? Each iteration should return an array, right or not? Now see, so this loop is returning an array, but you are trying to capture an integer, man. The return type is array, and you are trying to capture an integer. Possible? No. That is why it is telling you. What is it? Clearly telling you what is it returning is integer array, and you are asking you to capture an integer. How is it possible? What the point? Okay. So how to capture? Can I write like this, all of you? Tell me. Yeah, this is valid. This is valid. What did I name? You can give any name. Yeah, not a problem. Right. Till now it is an integer. I said I, but now it is not an integer. It is an integer array. Make it meaningful. Names are user defined, man. You can write whatever name you want there. That is only for just identification. That's all. So what is ARR? Array of integer arrays. What is IARR? One integer array. IARR is one integer array, man. ARR is array of integer arrays. IARR is one integer array. One integer array. Okay, we cannot print array values directly on the screen. Can we? If you can yesterday writing the right loops, then I can directly print. I cannot do that. That is why we are gone for writing the loops. See now. Again, for each int, okay, I in IARR. Can you guys understand the code? Come on. I'll tell you in a simple words. I'll tell you in a simple words. In the school, see, on Independence Day and Republic Day, in the school you are distributed with chocolates. Yes or not? Now, the principal, in the principal room, there are packets of chocolates available. What do you have? Packets of chocolates. What the principal does? The principal gives a packet to the teacher. What the teacher does? Teacher gives a packet to the student. No, the teacher will give a chocolate to the student. Understand? What do you have with the principal? Packets of chocolates. What the principal gives to the teacher? A packet of chocolates. What the teacher gives to the student? A chocolate. Correct? Huh? Packets of chocolates. Are you clear? One by one packet is coming out now. First packet. Distributing the packet now. Understood or not? See, the teacher one packet completed. What he does? goes back and gets one more packet from the principal cabin now, distributes. Over again goes back, gets one more packet, distributes. Am I right or wrong? I am also doing the same thing only here. So what is ARR? A packet of ARR is a packets of chocolates. Packets of chocolates. One packet of chocolates. One chocolate. It's one chocolate. Understood or not? Now, what I should print? That I only console dot write I. I is the chocolate. That is what you give to the student now. I. But problem is, it will print you all the values in one line. It prints you all the values in one line. Okay, let us see. All 23 zeros are printed in one line. And if I say it's a Jack Derry and showing you the output like this, you laugh now. Sir, you said Jack Derry printing in one line now. And you said it's a Jack Derry. Show me a Jack Derry. You want to see line by line, right? Means, see, last class we discussed what the inner loop is doing. Yesterday you said, and today you are again. Prints the values of a row. What the inner loop is doing. Prints the values of a row. What the teacher is doing. Distributing the chocolates given by the principal. Yes or not? What the inner loop is doing. Printing the values of the row given by the outer loop. Yes or not? Once that is completed, you go to the principal cabin again. So you're also saying, once the packet is completed, before you go to the next step, what do you do? Console dot write line. What do you see now? Row by row. You see the output? Row by row. Come on, recompile. Re-execute. Check out. Did you get the expected output? First row 5, second row 6, third row 8, fourth row 4. It's a Jack Derry. Are you guys clear or not? Understood me? Okay. To simplify the code, again, inner loop has only one line. Check it out. Inner loop has only. So remove the curly braces. Simplification. That's it. What are we doing? Accessing means the values of Jack Derry using nested for each. It's new. Yesterday I taught you nested for, but we taught you nested for each. Nested for each. Okay. So what is outside loop? For each. Inside loop? I have a question. Can the inside loop be a for loop? Can the inner loop be a for loop? Yeah. Using for loop also we can bring the values now. So can the inside loop be a for loop? Yes, the inside loop can be a for loop now. Shall we try that? I am rewriting the code for the second time to print the values in a new style. What is it? Outer loop is for each loop only. Inner loop is a for loop. Inner loop is a for loop. Okay, concentrate. I will write the comment first. Read the comment above. Come on. Now, accessing the values of Jack Derry using for in for each loop. Here, nested for loop. Here, for in for each loop. Okay. First, tell me the for each loop code. For each loop code is same only, na? Come on, outer one. For each integer array IARR in ARR. What is IARR? Right again. In one-dimensional array. Yesterday you have learned how to print the values of an array by using a for loop. Na? Write that only. For int I equal to 0, I less than I ARR dot length I plus plus console dot write I ARR of I plus space console dot write. This is another way of printing the output, man. This is a second way of printing the output. But right now, if I execute both outputs, will be combined off, and it looks like a 4 rows array now. Sorry, 8 rows array now. It looks like an 8 row array. Actually, this is one output. This is another output. Okay, just to separate them, we'll do one thing. Here, I'll add you. And drawing a line there, that's all, just to separate the outputs. I closed off the command window. Sorry, guys. I closed off the command window. C#11 CSC check demo.cs. I just draw a line there just to separate the output, that's all. Okay. So then, okay now. So how did I print the outputs here? First option, nested for each. Next option, for each. Can I try with a nested for? Can we try a nested for? Understood my question? I want a nested for now. Okay. Again, just to separate the output, I'll add a. Come on. What I want to do? Using nested for loop. See the difference, all of you. Using nested for loop. I want to try a nested for loop. Yesterday I explained you how to print the 2-dimensional value by a nested for loop for all of you. Yes or not? Come on, tell me how to write. For int I is equals to 0, I less than the number of rows. Correct? How to get the number of rows? ARR dot get length of 0 will give you the number of rows. How many? 4. How many rows? 4 rows. For int z equals to 0, given as then ARR dot get length of 1 j plus plus. So this refers to a column size, correct now? Next, console dot write ARR of I of j plus space console dot write. It is the same code I executed yesterday, correct now? Okay, I will execute and show you. Before I execute, answer this question. If I say console.writeLine ARR.getLength of 0, if I say console.writeLine ARR.getLength of 0, what is the output on the screen? I did not ask you that. ARR of 0 is number of rows, only tell me the result. Did not understand the question? What is the result it will print you if I say console.writeLine ARR dot get length of 0? What will be printed on the monitor? 4. That is what I asked you. What is the output printed on the monitor? 4. One printer? Come on. Tell me if I say 1, what is the output printed on the monitor? Why you blank face now? 5, 6, come on, answer me. 5, 6, 8, 4. Oh, you have 5 columns only in every row, huh? Hey, talk, man, talk. Tell me, you have 5 columns only in every row, huh? Then you're telling 5 now? Use your brain here. This is conflicting. This is confusing now. Why, sir? Every row has a different column size. So it returns 5 or 6 or 8 or 4. There is no answer for the question now. Yes or not? How can you say 5? 5 is for first row. The second row, 5, not 5 now? But third row, not 5 now? Yes or not? So there is 5. First row will print 5 values. Second row also will print 5 values. Only 6 values are not printed now. Third row also will print you 5. Not 8 print. The fourth row, 4 only there now. Error will come. Array, you are telling 5, but how many are there? 4. Error comes now. Do you understand me? So what I'm trying to tell you is, for jagged array, get length of 1 cannot be used. Get length of 1 can be used only for 2-dimensional arrays, not for jagged arrays. Why, sir? Because the column size is not fixed. The column size is not fixed. But 2-dimensional array, fixed column size there. But jagged array column size is not fixed now. That is why get length of 1 will not work here. Understood me? So this is wrong. This is fine. No problem. Rows are fixed. We know rows. The problem is only with the columns. So then what should I use there? I'll tell you. Answer my question. When you're pointing to the first row, how many times in the loop should run? 5 times. Tell me why you tell number of all these answers. How many? Tell that. 5. Straight answer. When you're pointing to second row, 6. When you're pointing to third row, 8. When you're pointing to fourth row, means the value here should be changing dynamically now. Am I correct or not? The value should be changing dynamically. For example, if I say ARR of 0 dot length, what is the ARR of 0? Dot length, how much? 5. Correct now? Now, second time if I change this to 1, 6. Third time 2. Fourth time 3. Then use I. I is your row index now. ARR of I dot length. What is I? First time it is 0. Now read ARR of 0 dot length 5. Second time I becomes 1. ARR of 1 dot length. Third time I becomes 2. ARR of 2 dot length. Fourth time I becomes 3. ARR of 3 dot length. Call him. What is the time now? 12 o'clock you're sleeping, man. Be active in the classroom. That's why I said you open the mouth. You're sleeping in the classroom. How will you learn the subject? Are you clear? ARR of I dot length. You cannot use get length of 1. Get length of 1 will not work for you now. Are you getting me? Why, sir? Because column sizes are not fixed. It works at proportional, but not for jagged. So what follows? ARR of I dot length. Where in the first row, it will tell you the first row length there. When you're pointing to second row length. When you're pointing to third row length. See guys, now also you will get the same output, and this is the third time I'm printing the output for you. Compile. Let's get see. First time, second time. Watch it all. You got the same result only. Understood? You can try one more combination. Any guess? I shown you 3 combinations now. You have another combination now. First combination, nested for each. Second combination, for each. Third combination, nested for. Fourth combination, for each and for. You can use for each and for now. Are you clear? Okay. Tell me what is the description? Accessing values of a jagged array using for each in for loop. For each in for loop. Come on, first loop is for each loop. We'll remember the for each loop now. Sorry, first loop is for loop. Come on, let's write of the for loop. For I is equals to 0, I less than ARR dot get length of 0, I plus plus. For each int x array, that is our own name, and you can give any name in ARR of 0. Sorry, you're right, ARR of I. What is it? ARR of I. ARR of I means first time first row, second time second row, third time third row, fourth time fourth row. Console dot write x plus space. Console dot write line. Will bring the line break or a line separator here also, guys. So fourth time also we are going to see the same result only. See what I say for all of you now. Never try to learn the logic. Never try to learn the logic. Why, sir? Logic will be written by 10 people in 10 different ways. Today, see, I show you writing this logic in 4 ways now. Yes or not? What is correct? Then whose logic will you learn now? I thought all the 4 fine. If I teach only one, tomorrow someday you see someone teaching second style, third one teaching third style, fourth one teaching fourth style. That is wrong now. Yes or not? Never try to learn the logic. Always try to understand the concept. Always try to understand the concept first. Don't try to understand the logic. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm giving you some simple example, chocolates, but why? Because I want to make you understand, grasp the concept. Don't try to mud up the logic. Are you clear? It's a bad way of learning the subject. Try to understand what are we doing first. Involve in that, so that you get your answers and you can build your logic. Okay, no one is not born intelligent here. No one is not born intelligent. Everyone improvise that logic going forward. That's all. I said to all you, I don't know what is the computer academics at all. I said to you, my graduation is BCom here. My post-graduation is MBA marketing. I don't know what is computer academics at all. Did you understand me? The day I started learning C language, I did not really understand the concept. I did not really understand the concept. But I spent time on it. I've just spent time on it. Okay, lots of time we spent about identifying what is happening, try to analyze, make notes. When you're executing something, you can write your comments there now. What happens on this line? What happens on this line? Try to write the comments and practice. That will improvise your knowledge. Clearer? Okay, try to always grasp the concept. Never try to mug up the logic. That's a wrong way to learn the subject. Okay? Fine, let me re-execute the code. You see now, 4 times same output. 1, 2, 3. All 4 are right only. Accessing is clear. Now let us focus on assigning now. Let's focus on assigning. How to assign the values? Just a minute, some question here. Okay. Yeah, how to assign the values? Now answer my question. Look at the code. Concentrate on that and tell me. Can I use this for assigning values? Why? For each loop? For each loop cannot be used for value assignment. For each loop cannot be used for value assignment. So can I assign values there? No chance. Okay, one option is good now. What about this? Can I use this for assigning the values? Yes or no? Yes. But here also you have for each now. Inner loop is for assignment is done through inner loop, correct now? And for can assign the values. So this code can be used for assigning the values. So one option, this can be used for assigning the values. We'll assign, wait a minute. Third one. Oh, both are for only, no problem at all now. One. Not possible. Why? Inner loop. See, assignment is done through inner or outer. Inner loop. You need to focus on that one. Inner loop is for each. Inner loop is for each means you cannot do. Inner loop is for we can do. That is why the assignment can be done using this one. For each as well as nested for. Shall we try? Come on. Assigning values to a jagged array using for in for each loop. Using for in for each loop. Come on, focus the code here. How did you write? For each int IARR in ARR. Next one, for loop. For int I is equals to 0. I less than IARR dot length I plus plus. And now your requirement is to assign a value, not to access. Okay, now let's assign. How? IARR of I is equals to I plus 1. Can anyone tell me what is assigned? What will come in first row? What will come in second row? What will come in third row? What will come in fourth row? First row. First row, all ones are. Tell that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Third row. 1 to 8. Fourth row. Why, sir? Because you are assigning column index plus 1 here. When the column index is 0, 1 will come there now. Means what will you say? This only. That one, 0. See the column index 0. 1 is assigned. Column index 1, 2 is assigned. Column index 2, 3 is assigned. 3, 4 is assigned. Are you clear, all of you? So here I is the column index. I is the column index. Come on, watch. Observe. Is it clear? Okay. Second way of assigning the values. Nested for. Let's try that also now. What you are doing? Assigning values to a jagged array using nested for loop. Tell me. For int I equals to 0, I less than ARR dot get length of 0, I plus plus. Next. For int j equals to 0, j less than ARR of I dot length j plus plus. Okay, ARR of I comma I of j is equals to I plus 1. What is the sign? It is same. I will do it. First row, all ones. Second row, all twos. Third row, fourth row. Sir, earlier also you written I plus 1. Earlier I is column index. Now I is row index. That is the reference. See, when the column index is 0, you will get all ones here now. But now I is not column index. I is row index now. So this is 0. Now look, Horizontal now. First row will have all ones. Second row will have all twos. Third row will have all threes. Fourth row will have all fours. Check it out. Check it out. All ones, all twos, all threes, all fours. Here, see now you have one's vertical. Now you have one's horizontal. Why? Because I assigned column index plus one. Here I assigned row index plus one. That is the difference. Is it clear, all of you? So total 6 loops are written in the code. Notice it. 4 for accessing, printing. 2 for assigning. 4 for getting. 2 for setting. Get can be 4. Set can be 2. Clear about a jagged array? Understood how to declare and work with a jagged array? So, which type of array should I declare means that depends on the requirement, man. If all classes have same number of students, 2-dimensional array will work now. Yes or not? But each class has a different number of students, jagged array should be used. Jagged array should be used. So at the time of declaration, we need to decide whether 2-dimensional arrays will suit you or whether jagged arrays will suit you. Okay now? Look at this, all of you. How to assign values to a 1-dimensional array at the time of declaration? Assigning values to 1-dimensional array at the time of declaration. Help me. Int array is equals to, open the curly braces or the flower braces and enter your values. Yeah, we done one example yesterday about this. Now tell me. Two-dimensional. Now I want to do the same for 2-dimensional now. I want to do the same for 2-dimensional. How to assign for a 2-dimensional? I don't know whether you learned it in your C or not, but let's just watch it again. Already I said you that ARR is equals to, open the curly braces. Okay. Now each row value should be under a separate curly brace like this. See now, first row, 5 columns. Did you understand? That is how you assign values to 2-dimensional array at the time of declaration. So you have curly braces root array of arrays. Nah, what is this array? See now, this one array, another array, another array, another array, all combined together, another array. Array 2-dimensional jagged array. Both are array of arrays only. 2-dimensional array is also array of arrays only. Jagged array is also array of arrays only. Only difference in 2-dimensional, all rows will have equal column size. In jagged array, different column size. Now, can you tell me for jagged array now? I want to do the same for jagged array now. Come on, help me. Just a second. Assigning values to, come on, try. Int double square brace. ARR is equals to, open the curly brace. Next. How many are there? 5. How many are there? 6. How many? 8. 4. Clear? But sir, what is the difference between that and this? Both are looking alike on here? Yes or not? The jagged array, the syntax is a bit different here. We should write new int of 5, new int of 6, new int of 8, new int of 4. Are you people clear? Yes or not? That is how you should write. For a two-dimensional, no need, man. Directly you can give up. And this one we learned as it is in C language also. That is what in C language also. If anything new for you, that is only jagged array. Are you clear? Jagged array. This is a jagged array. How to declare it at, how to assign the values to jagged array at the time of declaration. This is how. All three I showed you, see? One-dimensional, two-dimensional, jagged. Got it? Okay. Remember this one? Not dynamic here. Implicitly typed variables. What is that? What is I? I is a integer. I is a integer. So we learned already declaring variables by using var keyword now. We can declare arrays also using var keyword. We can declare arrays also using var keyword. Observe it, all of you. What is ARR? Integer array. But you did not tell that anywhere, see? Did you use the word int anywhere? No. But how is it considering? By the value. So this is a integer array. Got it or not? Come on. Double array. This is a double array now. Double values. Now, string array. It is a string array. Okay, just to differentiate. IARR is an integer array. DARR is a double array. SARR is a string array. Okay. Can you tell me this one? Where ARR is equals to new of I still did not get the answer. What is it? Array, jagged integer array. What is that? Jagged integer array. Understood, all of you? See, there also you did not specify the type anywhere now. It is jagged. Why? Different column size. What type? Integer. So first one is a integer array. Second one, double array. Third one, all these are single dimensional. All these are single dimensional. Fourth one, it's a jagged integer array. Jagged integer array. Are you guys clear? So carefully watch it. Everything I just given up with the appropriate descriptions in this. You have given you all 6 year accessing values by using nested for loop, nested, everything are in the comments carefully there. Okay, check it out. Yeah, what is this? Just now I explained you how to do it. Clearer or not? Next. implicitly typed arrays. Both I shown you. It's a jagged array. It's a jagged array, but integer type. Jagged array of type integers. Are you clearer or not? This is a jagged integer array. It's a jagged integer array. Okay. So this is all about arrays, man. One dimensional, two dimensional, jagged. One dimensional, two dimensional, and jagged. And I want to tell you one important thing with these arrays. I want to tell one important thing with arrays. Before I tell you, I'll ask you a small question. How to pass input to a program, or how to read input in a program? Read line. We already tried number of times. What is it? Read line. We written the first program. With read lines, the first program we tried 2 days back. Add nums. You are given input like this and executed now. Are you clear? You already know this. We tested it. We learned in C language also. Printf, scanf. We read like this. Okay? But guys, you can pass input to a program in another way also. I repeat, you can pass input to a program in another way also. So what is the other way? What the other way is? Simple. When you are executing your code now, when you're executing the program, you type your add nums. You can pass the values directly from here now. Did you understand that? Watch carefully. When you're executing the program, you can pass the values directly from there now. Did you get my point or not? How many values can you pass, sir? Any number of values. How many? Sir, what type of values can I pass, sir? Any type of values. Understand these 2 points carefully. You can pass any number of values also. You can pass any type of values also. Both are possible. Any number possible, any type possible. But the biggest question in our mind will be, sir, when you pass a value like this, we read this explicitly and stored it. Louder, I could not hear you. String, anything. Strings can be passed, integers can be passed, double can be passed, anything you can pass. I'll show you, wait. But the question is, when I pass a value like this, we are reading explicitly and storing in a variable. But when you pass like this, where these values will come, sir? Did you catch my point or not? Are you want to use them in your code now? They should be stored somewhere. Where these values will come. Do you remember the syntax of the main method? Check it out. Static void main. We have an optional parameter for that. See, we never used it till now. And I said you for Java, this is mandatory. For C#, it is optional. Yes or not? What is it taking? String array. And I did not teach you about this because till now we don't know arrays. Now only we completed the discussion of arrays now. Are you clearer or not? Now only we completed the discussion about the arrays. That's why I thought this is the right time to explain you about this. So what do you have? String array. Optional, mandatory. That's why we never used it. It is optional. So if you want to read these values now, your method should take this string array as a parameter. So all the values will come and load into the string array. All the values will come and load into the string array. Every value will come off into the string array now. Did you catch my point? We'll show you an example. Watch. I am writing a new class here. What is the name? Params. Okay. Using system class params static void main. Just a minute. Static void main. I did not write anything in that. Just a simple I left the class like this. Save the code. compile it. Nowhere, anywhere. Okay, execute it. Params. Now what I'm telling is, now you can pass some input to a program like this. Now I want to pass some input. 100. A. False. Hello. I'm passing 5 values as input now. So I'm telling you again, you can pass any type of value. You see, I have 5 types now. You can pass any number of values, 5 numbers, 10, 20. Choice is yours. You pass it. But guys, when I hit my enter key, immediately all these values are loaded into the program. But unfortunately, no one is receiving the values there now. Are you getting me or not? No one is. So we should receive the values now. Receive the values. String args. Now all these values will come into the array. Will come into the array. Shall I preview the values are inside the array? Shall I preview the values are inside the array? Look. For each string str in args console dot right line str. If the values comes here, it has to print me and it's on the screen now. Am I correct? Come on, say again. Come back. Recompile. Look, I'm writing params. I'm not passing any value. Nothing is there. Crazy man, nothing is there. Shall I try like this? Check it out. All the values are printed back on the monitor. Why? These values went into the code and my code has printed them on the screen again now. Yes or not? So did you understand the use of the syntax now? In Java, what it tells is you pass values or don't pass the values, syntax is mandatory. And C# tells if you don't pass, ignore it. If you want to pass, then only define it. Made the thing simple for us now. If you want to pass, use it. If you don't pass, ignore it. And we call this as command line arguments. What is that? Command line arguments. Command line arguments allows us to pass values into a program for execution. Got it or not? What I said you? Command line arguments allows us to pass values into a program for execution. The command line arguments will allow you to pass values into a program for execution. Remember, we can pass any number of values as well as any type of values as command line argument, but each value should be separated with a space. You have to combine of now, each value should be separated with a space. And all the values once loaded into the program, once going into the program, will be loaded in the string array of the main method. Will be loaded in the string array of the main method. Sir, if the main method doesn't have a string, you can pass the values, but values are not loaded there. That's all. Got my point or not? Sir, I don't have a main method. If you don't have a main method in pass, error won't come anywhere. Take it out if you want. The first program you run class first. Yes or not? Passing values to it. No error came. Why? No one received it. Values went there. No one received it. Leave it. That's all. No error will come. Okay? But if you want to receive it, what should be there? The string array. The string array should be there. You know this, unknowingly, we are using this already. We are using this already. Sir, when did we use it? We used it like this. Watch. How to compile a program, please help me. CSC. File name. CSC params.cs. Right now? Okay. What is CSC? Really? Array, I said you that one here. Tell me something new. It's an exe file. It's an exe file. Did you get my point or not? One day I opened a calculator like this, remember? Calc. It's an exe file. I opened a notepad. Open now? Array, remember, we tried like this also. Command line argument now. You're executing the program and for that you're passing a command line argument. Are you getting me? Same. CSC is a exe. For that, this is a command line argument. This is a command line argument. Means we are telling to the compiler, compile so and so file now. Are you clear? If they did not use a command line argument here, how the execution will be now? You type CSC, it will prompt you, enter file name to compile. You will type the file name, it will compile. Which one is easy? Did you understand or not? So other way to complete this one is like this. You type CSC, then it asks to prompt you what? Enter a file name to compile. Again you say something params.cs. Now it will compile. This is one approach. Without that, second way, CSC. Imagine now which one is simple. First one or second one using the command line argument. See, the same thing I'll tell you. One day we written this code. Sorry. Add nums. Prompting you. Enter first number. Enter second number. Array, without prompting here. Why don't I pass the values directly now? Looks simple or not? Tell me, add nums and pass your input and you have to tell me the result now. Which one looks simple? And another drawback in the first one, how many numbers can you add? Two only. If you want to add 3 numbers, you should write another program now. You want to add 4 numbers and the program, 5 numbers. I want to add the paper to 100 here. I don't know. Minimum to maximum 100. Right? Don't know. You are required to write 91 programs, man. For 2, 1 program, 3, 1 program, 4, 1 program, 5, 1 program, 100, 1 program, 99 programs you should write. Are you ready? Are you ready to write the code now? Array, that becomes lengthy now. Yes or not? But see, using this command line parameters, using this command line arguments, I'm writing a program now. And the beauty of the program is it will add you a given set of numbers. Did you understand me or not? What it will add you? How many? God knows. Who knows? I don't know. What is it you? Given set of numbers. I did not say 2 numbers. What is it you? Given set of numbers. But when I written this program, what did I said you? Let us write a program for adding 2 numbers. Am I correct? Now I'm telling you, let us write a program for adding a given set of numbers. How many? That is your choice. You give any number, 10 numbers, 20 numbers, 30 numbers, 40, 40. But if I give them, it has to print me the sum of all the things. Are you clearer what I explained you? If I give a set of numbers, what it has to do? Sum and print all at a time now. That's what exactly I'm expecting. Point clear? Yes or not? Let's find. Let's write a new program, guys. We will name it as add. We have add nums now. Okay, let's write add params. We have add nums already. So let me write as add params. Using system class add params. Static void main. Take a string array. Sir, can't you take a double array there? No, you can't take a double array. It should be a string array only. It should be a string array. Later on, you do conversions in your code, but double array is not accepted. Got it? Okay, I did not write the code. Just let me compile first. Now, how do you run this? Add params, and you're passing some values here. How many will you pass? I don't know. I'll pass any number like this now. And it has to print me the sum of all the numbers. It has to print me the sum of all the numbers. In this process, I may even give a double value. Come on, tell me what is the sum total of all these numbers? So 80.5. What is the output, man? 80.5. It has to print me on the monitor. What do you know? Sum of the given 7 numbers is 280.5. Did you understand me or not? What do you have to print here? Sum of the given 7 numbers. There are 7 numbers here. You can add the numbers, it has to tell me 10 numbers. Clearer or not? And see the logic here, how simple the logic is. First step, declare a variable for storing the result. Declare a variable for storing the result. Second, write the for each loop and pick one by one value from the array. Write a for each loop and pick one by one value from the array now. First time, what will come? 10. Correct now? Now, can I write like this here? Sum is equals to sum plus double dot parse of str. You cannot add strings now. You have to convert it. So, what is sum? 0. Here, 10. So, 10 plus, sorry, 0 plus 10. What is the sign? 10. Now, 10. Leap comes to the second time. What comes? 20. 10 plus 20. 30, 30 plus 30, 30, 60, 60 plus 40.5, 40.5, 100.5, correct? 100.5 plus 50, 150.5, 150.5 plus 60, 210.5, 210.5 plus 70, 280. Means once loop execution is completed, sum contains the sum of all the 7 numbers or not. How to simplify this code? Sum plus equals to. Sum plus equals to. Now, in the last line I'm writing, console dot write line. Guys, look, dollar sum of given numbers is Did you understand the last line? What will come in args.length? Hey, args.length, yaar. Length of the array, how many items are there? Length of the array. Now 7. So what will come? Sum of given 7 numbers is 210.5. That's what the output will come in the monitor. Save it. Execute it. How many numbers can I add? Only 7. Any number, yeah. That's what I said. How many numbers can I add? Any number. Now, understand now, add nums is good, add params is good now. Add nums can add only 2 numbers, but add params, any set of numbers. So, did you understand the beauty of command line arguments now? So, I'm passing a set of numbers like this. Once I hit 2 numbers only, you passed. Printing the sum of the 2 numbers. Got it? I don't pass anything. No error comes. See that? But for add nums here, for add nums, you don't pass a number, error. See, error. If I don't pass a number, it is a error. But here, see, add params. Don't pass a value. No error. Passing one value. One number only, passing 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 4 numbers, 10 numbers, 100 numbers, pass it, it will get you the results. So did you understand command line arguments, all of you? I did not explain about this earlier because we don't know about the arrays. And right now we completed arrays. That is why I thought about the command line arguments also. This is an optional parameter. Okay. Well, guys, till now I said you the basics of the programming. What is it? Data types, how to declare variables. Okay, now conditional statements, jump statements, loop statements. Sorry, conditional branching, conditional looping, jumping statements, both jumping statements. Then I explained about the arrays, and in this we talked about for each loop, how to use a for each loop, for loop, for each loop. Both the two things we just learned. Clear? Actually, guys, yeah, this is where we stopped it now. After completion of the program, execute the program. And this is the last program I shown you, add programs. And see, you can use it in numbers, 4 numbers, 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 numbers. Pass anything you want, man. It'll execute. Pass anything you want, and this is going to execute for you in this. Is that clear? Okay, try this till now. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do, first I'm going to show you how to use Visual Studio. Tomorrow you're writing code in the notepad now? No, not notepad, guys. From tomorrow onwards, we'll see writing code in the Visual Studio. Tomorrow I'll introduce you to the Visual Studio. So from tomorrow until the end of our course, we will write all the code in the studio only. Clearer? Okay, so this is very, very important tomorrow, working with the Visual Studio. And from Monday, we'll start object-oriented programming. Is this clear? So till now, we learned the fundamentals, that's it. So from Monday, we are going to start with object-oriented programming. To do that, tomorrow I'll introduce you to the Visual Studio. Okay, let's stop here. We'll meet tomorrow.